the first commercial done of the day, and yes, it is dark. Morning watchers, Scott at SE Landscaping, and it may still be a bit dark. I was out, as you saw, on that first job this morning, and it was 6:15. I'm really struggling with the light on the morning now. However, I'm into my last week and a half of sort of city season, so a lot of these cuts that I'm doing on these units now are the final cuts, and that's the finish. So just sort of ticking jobs off at the moment. But while on a commercial job, I thought I'd just do a quick video about commercial and some of the things I've seen recently. And as in the title, can anybody do commercial garden work? And the answer is no. Basically, if you're a mow, blow and go man who's just doing gardens, if you come across a little unit where it's just got a little bit of grass at the front, a really small site that echoes sort of what you do in a garden, fair enough, you can take it on. But a lot of the time I see people trying to branch into things, large sites, and they go to B&Q and they've probably got a 21-inch Mountfield mower and they think they can go and cut 600 square metres with it 3 times a day. And it doesn't work. You need to be geared up for commercial work, and then halfway through the season they'll pack up and obviously they'll leave that customer in the lurch and things. You see it on a regular basis, and this might upset a few people, but this is the harsh reality of it. And as well as that, I mean, it's I keep coming back to this, not everybody can do it, but this is a professional trade, and it's not an easy trade. You need some experience, you need some knowledge, and like I say, anybody can mow, blow and go and cut grass, but when it comes to the pruning side of things and need to know about plants and stuff, that and if a customer comes to you and says, oh, I want this hedge cut here, and you'll say, well, it's going to flower in a month's time, I don't really want to cut it, whereas your mow, blow and go man who's not experienced in the trade will probably just plough through the hedge and stuff. So it's about knowing the trade. And another one is generic risk assessments. The amount of times, it must be once a day, that you see on some sites that people are asking for generic risk assessments. They don't exist. Every site's different. For instance, I've got a site with large tanks, and you can't use petrol hedge cutters around the tanks. However, I've seen people using petrol hedge cutters around tanks on other sites, and it's just a disaster waiting to happen, and that's what your rams are for. It's a bit like me rewiring my house tonight, and then ringing up the electrician tomorrow and say, look, I've just done a rewire in my house, is there any chance you could just email me a certificate out just to say you're happy with the work? You'd be like, no, I'm a professional, and I wouldn't do that. And that's pretty much how rams are. They sort of generic to the site, and every site's different because every site has another little challenge, and that's why you need to look at them. So it's just a video to say, yes, anybody can branch into this industry if they've been delivering parcels or if they've been working in Asda and they fancy something different. Yes, go and buy a mower by all means and start mow, blowing and going through the summer. But you've got to remember that without the knowledge and experience and everything else that actual apprenticeship or actual training brings you, you can't just conquer the whole of this trade just on the back of watching videos on YouTube or on Facebook or knowledge like that. It doesn't exist. It's and like I say, at times when I see some things, you do get a bit put out, because I put a lot of years into an apprenticeship, and I put a lot of years into training, and I've forever got me head in a book, learning constantly about things, and that's, you know what I mean, that's what people pay for when they come to you, and that's the thing. But like I say, gear's the killer, because everybody thinks, oh yes, I'll just buy this small machine and this little strimmer and I'll set about this 2 acres of commercial job, and that's just not, it's just not possible, like I say. So it was just a short one really, but it's interesting to get the thoughts of people. Obviously I'll get comments from people who are seasoned tradesmen who do this for a living, and who are experienced in it, and then I'll get comments from people who I might have upset. So just a short one, but interesting to get your comments on it. Like I say, I'm into my last week and a half now of busy season. and then I am done. A lot of customers have already had letters, so they'll be looking around for other people. Some work, as I've explained in the past, if people are local, I've passed work on to people. So, and next year is looking the plan. One caveat about next year is if my plan does not work next year, and if I've still got issues, I may be resigned to packing up the business and getting a job. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this plan that I've got is bulletproof, but it's the last few years has been tricky, and it's been brutal, and it's been tough mentally and physically. So that's where we are. Don't want to give up everything I've built, but it is an option. So yes. So thanks for watching, and we will see you on the next one.